You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. Excited to check out the next Harry Potter set in my collection of candy making toys. Now there is one more set which I do not have, and I've been looking for months, so it will probably be next year when I finally find and get to that set. This one is the Candy Web Maker. Now all of these sets are from the early 2000s, and I say all of these sets, you can look in that description. I'll have a playlist to the Harry Potter Candy Maker sets. But this one spins a candy web, and they're all really highly detailed from what you remember on those, right? 8+ from Mattel. Spider oozes candy web goo. All right, and then let's see. That's a repeat. I like to check out all the different panels. So if anybody's trying to do research like me and looking for a set, sometimes the little number there like that, 55457, might help somebody. And then here is the back. Now I'm not sure. I'm looking at him. He doesn't look like he's ready to dive into that, does he? But look at all the little accent pieces you get. Your little measuring spoon, a bowl to make your gummies. And what it appears is that it oozes out of the spider legs. I'm not sure yet, but there are detailed instructions inside. So that is everything about the kit in the box. I will have to go off camera now, carefully open these because these are the glued type packages, and then I'll come back with all the pieces as I take them out. Now this set I've already done. That's pretty cool. So I will be back. All right, first time ever seen out of the box for me anyway. Maybe you had this set. It's all nicely sealed, which is why I try to find them this way. So I'm going to take the time here with you to get this stuff out. At least now I have the video to see how to put it all back. That is my sealed spider, so we will carefully open the bag. Look at that. That is really cool looking. Like I said, these kits are really detailed. Oh, there, look at that. So it's like a screw-on candy. Oh, and that pops open too. All right, so there's a lot going on here. I've popped things off already. So I would like to not do any more of that. Let's just set them there, but it's hard not to look at him and see what he's all about. Now I've been really lucky with the candy mixes. Since everything is sealed in special envelopes and in another plastic bag and in the box, you think that it stays pretty good. I've had hit or misses on that, so again, I do need to let you know that I don't recommend you going out and buying this and trying the old stuff. But you can probably get it and do your own thing with it. Maybe experiment. I mean, that's fun. So I do it because, for me, this is very historical. I mean, come on, it's going to be 16 years old. I don't think a complete video's ever been made on it. I haven't looked. I mean, there are a lot of YouTubers out there that are doing a lot of what I've done. You notice that? Okay, so here are all the packs and the instructions. Let me see. I like to see right away if we got... Wow, there's a lot in here. Okay, these don't look too good, but we'll have to see. I might have to grind them up. So that was the marshmallow. Ah, so it's a marshmallow mix. It's hard, so I might be able to use it. We will see. If not, I will have to adapt. Okay, the last section. And then when I come back, what I will do is I will show you now. I have to wash everything first that I need to wash, and then I will set it up. But here's the pieces. My cool spider. See, look at that. That's a pretty cool looking scoop. A little funnel. Maybe this is like a plunger cleaner for his little... Yep. Okay, and then the stand to put him on. All right, everything's out of the package. Here are the instructions. Look at that. This is pretty long instructions. That is just one side. I might as well show them to you now. Look at all the stuff here that I'm gonna have to figure out. Always a daunting task. But here we go. I will come back and I will wash everything, have it ready to go, and then I will put it together for you on video. Okay, lots happened while I was washing and getting ready. Once I looked at the instructions and realized I can't read this language. When I was going it like this through the camera, I couldn't see it through the viewfinder. This is the side I need to focus on, and I can read this. So we will start with step 1, which is put this all together. And I made some progress on the marshmallow powder pack, and it's really nice. So that is your measuring cup. There are 2 lines in there. The lower line is for gummies. The upper line is for the marshmallow. And then, of course, your funnel, which fits back here, which, of course, I will get to at some point. I'm almost thinking I might do it without it because I could just pour it straight in, but we'll see how the mix comes out. Now, this base is meant to spin. It's not connected, but you can just spin as it's coming out of the spider legs, okay? And it kind of gets locked in with these. Let me get these in. It'll help the whole mental image for you. Okay. Then this one. Come on, lock in. Okay, that just locks in like that. That locks in like that. Now the spider. All right, you saw that it came off. That's for easy cleaning, so I'll leave that on. And then look at his fangs on the inside. There's some green coloration in there. Let's hopefully the camera picks that out. That's pretty neat. Now he has got white tipped legs. Those white tipped legs, there's 4 of them, go into these notches. They say they snap in, but I'm not sensing a snap. They are snug once you get them in. You kind of bend them to fit them in. Okay, now he is in place. Now this actually spins in here. So imagine now I'm filling his back abdomen section here, or this back piece of the spider, and it's coming out of these 4 legs in spots to fill the tracks, and then they basically gonna fill the whole web down there. Then you take this whole thing out and you put it in the refrigerator. Okay, so that is that. Pretty cool. Now the powders. Look what I did. I took a pack like this, hard as a rock. Well, let me show you what I did so you have an idea what I needed to do. I took, of course, one of these thingamajibbers, whatever you want to call it. I know what it's called. I just can't think of it right now. Mortise and something. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But I just wanted to show you what this powder looked like. And it's not powder technically. So I had to take this, and then I just broke it up with this. Not too fine, but fine enough. Okay. And then I ran it through a little sifter because I wanted to make sure there's no lumps. It's crucial that there are no lumps. And now, see inside? Perfect powder. So I'm going to do that now. Let's just check. I want to pour out the 2 gummy mixes. I want to do this now so that it's out of the way so we could see the condition of these. This is the lime. Okay, so there is some brown in there. So I will sift this all out and get rid of all of that weird looking stuff. So I just have the powder, and then I will powder it up really nice so that we have nice powders to work with. The other powder took me about a half hour to finally get perfect, so it does take a little time. So that's why I'm going to do this all now. When I come back, there's my 2. I will sift them out, get them ready, and then come back, make the gummies. That's the first step. It requires hot water, so I got to time this all just right. So I will be back when this is all set, and we will get started. Okay, here we go. I am all set to make my gummies for my web. Now, the first flavor here that I sifted out was Scary Cherry. And the second one that I sifted out is the Lime Bug Mix. And then I am all set, so let me move these out of the way. I'm going to make each one for you. Probably just do some in the mold. I'm not sure how much each one makes just yet. So they want hot water. Fill mixing bowl with warm, not hot, sorry. It's warm. To the first level, which is about there, I think. And then 1 scoop, I believe. Let's see. Spoon 1 full level scoop of either gummy mix in the bowl. Stir until dissolved with the small end. So let's do this one first. There should be enough level scoop here. And then I'm just going to try to make sure we don't get lumps in this. Let's spread it out. Okay, so now I get to mix. Here we go. Let me bring it in here. You can see Scary Cherry has a nice red color to it. No lumps. Now this looks like it's going to make enough to fill all the molds, which I don't want to do. So I'm just going to save it off to the side in a little bowl. And let's see. Refrigerate for 15 minutes, and I'm stirring for about a minute. For those of you keeping track of time, I don't always follow exactly because I don't have a timer, but I would say we're pretty good. So let's do the first shape. It looks like bug shapes. Beetle maybe. We'll see when they actually come out of the molds. So here we go. Let's fill the two on this side. Nice little pourer here. Oh, it's purple. And it's neat because it's got that little channel there, so it'll probably catch any big chunks. All right, I'm going to save what I have. And I'm going to pour half a gummy in this. And then I'll mix it. We'll see if it'll dry in time. All right, so now I'm going to mix the second color and fill these two. All right, everything is rinsed out. Let's make the second one. I'm happy to report I grabbed another mold set from an older kit. Okay. So now the lime flavor. Let me show you the powder up close. A level scoop. Kind of hard to do in this bowl. Just tilt it all to this side. There we go. A little bit more. Okay. Now I feel that's a nice level scoop. And it smells pretty good. It smells limey. Slimy, limey. Here, I will just mix this with my left hand so my hand's not in the way. That one seems to be a different consistency than the last one, doesn't it? What if the water was just a little hotter on the first one? We will see. Just might take longer to set the hotter the water. Can you see in there okay? It's a nice green. There's a couple little lumps in there. So basically you probably can get at least this one mold set with one scoop of this. It appears that way anyway. All right, I think we're pretty good there. Here we go. Let's pour this in. Let me move this into the center. Yeah, this one looks a little thinner. Could just be my powder too, you know, because I'm using powder that I had. Oh, look at that. That's nice and creamy looking. Gonna make some nice bugs. And I made this so I could just top it off. Now these got to go in the refrigerator, so I'm gonna do that. But let me show you, ooh, a little bit too much, what I found in my collection of little candy molds. I believe this is definitely from one of the Japanese kits, so maybe there's enough to finish this dinosaur. So this doesn't come with it, everybody, but I don't want to waste good gummy mix. Ooh, a little bit on that foot there. Okay, perfect. Off to the refrigerator, so I'll wash this all up and then I will move on to the marshmallows. But I'm going to wait till these set up because they need to stick on to the wet marshmallow, I believe. So I will do that, come back, and we will continue on. All right, these came out really nice and they set up really nice. Here's the ones that I made with the leftovers, and those are pretty cool. But I'm not going to use those in this video because they're not really for this set, but I just wanted to save it. And let's get these out. I brought some toothpicks in to see if I can easily pull this out. It looks like it's working pretty good. Okay, number one. A little bit left in there, but I think we get the idea. Number two. Oh, and I thought this one was set better, but maybe not. Let's just see. I guess you just, you know, like always with these, you got to go slow. Okay. There's my second little bug. This one will probably come out the best because it's got so much extra over the top. Yes, look at that. Another little bug. And then after this, I'm all set. I got my water set. That one came out great. So I would say, so far, looking really good. Okay, there's my bugs. Now, what we've all been waiting for, the spider. Well, I've been waiting for it. I've had this set for a little while, and I've been wanting to get to it. Okay, so let me grab my powder packet for marshmallow. All right, so there we go. That's set. So now it says, fill mixing bowl with very warm, not hot. Okay, so this is a little bit more than warm, I think, but we'll have to just run with it. Okay, there we go. And probably not hot, just so you don't burn yourself, which makes sense. And then pour in 1 packet of marshmallow web mix, stir until dissolved with end of spoon, approximately 1 minute. Once I start this, I can't stop. So let me have my funnel ready. Because we know with marshmallow mixes, you can run into problems. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can keep this mixing and pouring. We don't want any lumps because those can get stuck in those little spider feet. Ooh, it's very liquidy. Hopefully this becomes more puddingy. I have extra packets, so if we run into an issue, I'll just try it again. There we go. I spent quite a bit of time prepping this. Making sure every little morsel was put through that strainer. Looking pretty good. I almost want to just use the strainer. I don't have it handy because I do see some lumps in here. Let me switch sides. They do tell you to stir with the back side like that. Okay, let's see. I see one there, a couple there. There are some in there. Let me grab that strainer and I'll just. Oh, actually, you know what? It's not. It's got too fine of a mesh on that one. I'd have to go get another one. And at this point, I'm just going to run with it. Okay. I think I got 90% of it. It's not setting up, so I'm better off just mixing and making sure. Okay. That was cool, a little air bubble. There's just some little tiny pieces in there. I'm sure when kids were making this, they weren't being this thorough. They were just going for it, you know? Alright, so this is also going to go in the fridge. Now, remove clumps before pouring in web mixture. Okay. How are you supposed to do that? Here we go. I will just go slow. We will see it come out. Now you're supposed to pour and turn. Here we go. Let me get some better light in here. You know, it's always when you're making these scenes, you got to try to adjust on the fly. How's that? A little bit better? Okay. How's that? That's nice. Alright, so I will pour with my left hand and turn this with my right. Let's see if it comes out of the little spider legs. I'm just pretending getting my system down here. So far I haven't seen any big lumps go in. Okay, it's pouring out the center. Okay. It's coming out of the top. It's coming out of the center. Ooh, there's one leg. That's cool. So that one has got it coming out. I just want to squish his body. That's what I really want to do. Now let's take this out. They don't want you to put the cap back on either, but let's see if we can push some air out of his other legs. So we have it coming out. Oh, there we go. Look at that. It's just like dripping out. So let's keep pouring. Don't stop. Don't stop. It's working. I wasn't expecting it to be this big gusher, but here we go. Okay. The middle's working great. Ooh, get back in there. These two here, it's just coming out just a little bit. Now let's just see. Okay, so the back two, it's coming out too. So it's coming out of all of them. It's just dripping real slow. There we go. So I'm just gonna let it drip. Maybe it needs the top open too for some air to get out. Oh, see, it's starting to set up. That could be a problem. All right, let me do this while I'm here. And fill the web. So we know it will work. Okay, that rim is filled. I'm not going to accept it as a complete fail, but I'm going to say could be the old powder, could be a lot of things. Can't say exactly. This one's dripping great. But the marshmallow is setting, so that's a good sign. And I think I've got a big chunk of it filled. Alright, so I'm going to let that drip out. There's just a few spots over here. Okay, and I'm going to stick my gummies in. And then I'm going to head over. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to lay them on. So hopefully they form in there. In my web. Okay. Because that's how they showed in the picture. Ooh, you came apart. Let's just get you in the center there as close to it as possible. Well, let me do this. It's gonna drip, but at least we got this set. Oh, it's a challenge. Aha. There we go. Alright, we'll just let that drip through, but now you can at least see this better. Let's get this light off of it a little bit. Let's put this here. Alright, I'm gonna get this in the fridge. That's what it's supposed to be. It's still dripping in the back. I'm going to say it's still a success. So I'll come back now after this sets. It says, what does it say? When filled at web mold set for 5 minutes, lift out a web mold and refrigerate for 10. All right, so I'm going to go do that now, and then I'll come back and then we'll peel this whole thing out. Okay, I am back, and I'm not sure if it's the right consistency, but at least it did set up if you take a look. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it out, but at least we know that the toy does work. But I'm going to run one more test just to see if it's the materials. That's what I'm guessing. I mean, being a set from 2001. So I was going to run this smooth little plastic knife. Let me do this end around this before I attempt to peel this out, just to see if I can get some of it unstuck. Seems to be going pretty good like that. It's holding itself. I'm almost through that first going around. Okay, alright, look at that. Alright, let me move my camera up a little. I want to change the angle and that just a little bit. I could always edit this in to get a little bit closer in view. So I'm going to work my way around. Layer number 2. I'm thinking I might be a little shallow there on the web material. Let's see. You really should just be able to peel it all out, but I'm not sure I have the complete right consistency. Alright, that doesn't look like it's right there. Let's try this one again. Most of it does unstick. Let's just see if I should go this way. I'm guessing this is a kit that would be challenging for any kid that gets this, to get it just the way it's supposed to be and to stay together. My guess now is that the consistency of the marshmallow mix is not fresh. It's a cool toy. Gonna have to break that one there. It's kind of rubbery. It's coming out, just slow. One more test. I thought I would just take some food coloring, like red food coloring, and run it through as a less dense liquid. Like this marshmallow going through that spider body, I could see that being a problem for anybody. That spider body, where it goes through to the other section, is really got a small hole. I can't say officially like it's a failed toy because, back in 2001, all the ingredients were fresh. Okay, I think I'm actually close. I am going to fiddle around with this a little bit more. I'm going to get like my red plate because I'll be able to lay that in there and see it nicer. And then I'm going to actually taste this one, but I got one more test. Okay. Here we go. Might have to do this in pieces. How about I just plop it down and just at least get it out of the... Okay. So it's going to retain its shape, but I'm going to lose my bugs. But at least we could see it in this shape. And now, if I taste a piece, slightly unpleasant tasting. It remotely tastes of marshmallow. Let's just see if I can unstick it now and reform it back the correct way. Okay. Okay. I think we get it. There we go. How's that? Interesting. All right, so here's what I wanted to do. I need to get this back. And then I'm going to pour some water in here. I think it's only fair to try this with a less dense liquid. Here's some red. At least I think it's red. And then we'll get a better idea how the spider should actually dispense. Let's get this all out of the way. And then let's do that. Let's get his body open. Now this should just quickly pour out of all the different little areas. It was easy to clean with the little pick they provided. Remember that little pick? And this is designed, now I look at it like I had it to flop over like that. Okay, here we go. Now this is just straight liquid, no issues. It should come out of the this one, and the back too. Let's see if we can get this really nice and see all four. Right there is all four. All right. There we go. And then you're supposed to do this. A little bit more. A little bit more. Because it's got to get, I'm guessing now, it's got to get from this section to the front section. It could be part of the issue that I was running into. And now the last of it, because we had the water height where it should be. Nothing's overrunning. Nice. Now that looks cool. See? So the toy itself, I think, has some merit, you know. But I could see it being a challenge. Alright. So that's what I have done for you today. And I'd say, overall, it's fun to check out. Out of all the Dr. Dreadful, out of all the Harry Potters, this is probably the one that I've had the most trouble with. Now, I'm going to taste one of these gummies. I'm going to pull it out of... Well, let me eat one of these. What's the difference? Let's pull this big one out. It's still got some marshmallow on it. The lime flavor does come through. Actually, the gummies taste better than this marshmallow substance. So overall, I'm going to say a success. Hope you enjoyed the video. This will be the last Harry Potter set, like I said. I have one more set that I'm on the hunt for. And if you want to look at the rest of the sets, I'll have a link in the description to a playlist with all the other Harry Potter sets. Let me hear from you in the comments, and thanks for watching. Later! If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave!
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
pick it up!